I have a feeling that I'll be able to work better once in real life. I actually do find my woman to become my sweetheart. But it's nice to know that I actually do have a good gal pal that I've made over the internet recently, who's inspired character. She was inspired by me. Her inspired character, I've given my full approval of and introduced in the comic I just uploaded to what is now can also be considered to be sideshoe.net. Nothing but net. Screw your com. I got the net. Yeah. Her name is, her online name is Kawaii Kitsune. And she herself is the original character of the new bubblegum pop star. Jiggliami! Jiggliami! Yeah.
Hey guys, Dylan here, and today we are doing another Quickie discussion. Today's Quickie discussion carries on the trend that we have been doing for the last couple episodes, that being characters that Chris Chan has stolen. Today's character is Jiggliami. We start this off with a quote from Jiggliami's totally not plagiarized song, and the quote is, Baka Dana Watashi, it is the war of love, and that is her real song, War of Love. After this concert, we will be superstars. We can have any man we want. Another quote from Jiggliami. Jiggliami is Blanca Weiss's original character that Chris claimed after she broke up with him. Note the irony and hypocrisy in this action, considering that he can steal other people's characters willingly, but when it comes to his characters being stolen, he becomes very upset. Also, in episode 18, it is hinted that she was Sonichu's girlfriend while he was still a regular Pikachu, meaning that he's kind of a cheating asshole. Fortunately, we were spared any flashbacks of the conception of an Igglybuff, and the funny thing is, they never mentioned breaking up, so Sonichu cheated on her. Her first appearance in the comics was during the K-Quick segment of Sonichu 7, where she was interviewed by my favorite character, DJ Jamsta Sonichu, and Loliza Rosechu, followed by a boring sexist talk and a lame, equally sexist joke about Jiggliami snowballs, which is a joke that flies over a lot of people's head. Her next and last appearance was in episode 18 during the Spring Break Escapades, which is an infamous issue. She is first seen with Blanca, who is presumably her manager, or plays guitar. And by that, they mean rock star, guitar hero, sing star, whatever, or something. The two have an insane conversation about energizing the crowd and how after the concert, they will be famous enough to where they can get any man they wanted to. And this is what Chris believed he could do. If he could go play Guitar Hero live, he could get anyone he wanted to, because he thinks Guitar Hero is a real instrument. The conversation ends with Blanca alluding to her heart's desire being trapped in another dimension, and of course, that is Chris Chan. Later on, she finds the comatose Blake after his encounter with Sylvana, which she raped him, and then her vagina drugged him, so he passed out. And then Magichan and Jiggliami inform Bubbles that Sylvana is posing as Blake. Later on, Jiggliami sings her not plagiarized song, War of Love, to the cheers of the audience, but before the song, she states that she was missing her old Pikachu boyfriend, which means that Sonichu is a cheating asshole. Ever since Chris' breakup with Blanca, Jiggliami has inexplicably vanished like all the other characters he steals, never to appear in the comic again. In the Blanca emails, she is given a somewhat bullshit history about wishing on a star and somehow getting turned into an anthropomorphic abomination seen in the comic. But Chris never mentioned this because he'll steal your shit and then rewrite it. Within the comic, Jiggliami just shows up with no explanation as to how or why a humanoid Jigglypuff exists, which at that point Chris can just do anything. Creation. If Jiggliami seems like a stereotypical Japanese idol singer, there's a good reason for that. The original illustration by Blanca has a striking resemblance to both a screen cap and illustration of Ranka Lee, a character from the anime Macross Frontier, which I don't care if I say any of that wrong, which means that Chris further degraded the equality of the original. The characters are both pop stars and share many other attributes, such as their up-and-coming status and insane bubbly songs. To be fair to our autistic hero, mecha anime is probably not kawaii enough for his taste, so he probably never has heard of the series. So how would he know that she was tracing a trace? Still damn. There's a small bit of irony, though, in that Macross Frontier's main character is a former kabukai actor who played female roles, much like men playing women's roles in old-school Shakespeare productions. To make matters even funnier, the anime also had a comic relief, flamboyantly gay character. Maybe it's for the best that Chris doesn't know about this. The lyrics of the song that Jiggliami were singing were ripped from and mercilessly butchered from a video by Supercell using Japanese Vocaloid character Hatsune Miku. And I'm sorry for butchering any Japanese words in this video. I'm American and dumb. If this whole situation sounds familiar, well, it is. Smolna was originally created by another fan that was in a turn a parody of an anime character like Jiggliami, and we will cover that eventually. Jiggliami is a knockoff of the following: Amy Rose, Jigglypuff, Ronka Lee, and possibly Ami from Hi Hi Puffy Amiyumi. And that is Blanca's second drawing of Jiggliami. That is the Jiggliami medallion. That's the character that was ripped off. That's Blanca's first drawing. And that's Chris's version. And hopefully you guys learned something new about Jiggliami. There isn't a deep backstory to this. There isn't a lot to talk about, but there never really is with these characters. These are characters that Chris didn't come up with. He just stole them from other people. So remember, if you hear Chris crying about people stealing his characters or parodying his characters, he doesn't actually care. He'll steal stuff, he'll parody stuff, he'll do whatever he wants to. He just wants you to feel bad for him. Hopefully you guys like this video. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you really like it, share it. And if you want to see more, then subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and bye.
An official update. You know who I am, but right now at the moment I'm upset and sad. The featured friend that I have recently given a guest spot in the seventh comic book. Turns out that woman was a fake troll, and well, he tricked me into revealing some adult type stuff. I was tricked. I was betrayed. So YouTube member Kawaii Kitsune, YouTube people destroyed that account because that person is not who he claims to be. Sorry, Bob. You gave me a bad lead, but hey, it's not your fault. Also, at this point, I will claim Jiggliami as my own from this point on. And Blanca character that I associate with her in the drawing, well, she'll be like a character in a city, but she's not going to be an active character. But Jiggliami, I'll be claiming her as my own from this point on. Good day.
Before the credits roll, I thought I'd give a shout out to my multiple ways of making money. YouTube is starting to slowly sanitize the platform, making it harder for people to make money on edgier content like I do. So I'm reminding you guys that I have a Patreon. The Patreon has plenty of reward tiers, including seeing my podcast early and possibly getting onto the show if I can fit that into the schedule. I have video recommendation tiers that you can try to get into, and if all else fails and my YouTube falls apart, I always have a BitChute account. So remember to check out all these different things in the description below.